Job chapter 1. There was a man in the land of SAAS whose name was Job. That man was true, blameless, righteous, and God-fearing, and he abstained from every evil thing. Now he had 7 sons and 3 daughters, and his cattle consisted of 7,000 sheep, 3,000 camels, 500 yoke of oxen, and 500 female donkeys in the pastures. Moreover, he possessed a very large number of house servants. His works were also great on the earth, and that man was the most noble of all the men of the East. His sons would visit one another and prepare a banquet every day, and invite their 3 sisters to eat and drink with them. When the days of their drinking were ended, Job sent and purified them. And he rose early in the morning and offered sacrifices for them, according to their number, as well as 1 calf for the sins of their souls. For Job said, "Lest my sons consider evil things in their mind against God." Therefore Job did this continually. Then, as it so happened one day, that, behold, the angels of God came to present themselves before the Lord, and the devil also came with them. The Lord said to the devil, "Where did you come from?" So the devil answered the Lord and said, "I came here after going about the earth and walking around under heaven." Then the Lord said to him, "Have you yet considered my servant Job, since there is none like him on the earth, a blameless, true, and God-fearing man, and one who abstains from every evil thing?" So the devil answered and said before the Lord, "Does Job worship the Lord for no reason? Have you not made a hedge around him, around his household, and around all that he has on every side? You have blessed the work of his hands, and his cattle have increased in the land. But stretch out your hand and touch all he has, and see if he will bless you to your face." Then the Lord said to the devil, "Behold, whatever he has, I give into your hand, but do not touch him." Thus the devil went out from the Lord. Now there was a day when Job's sons and daughters were drinking wine in the house of their elder brother. And behold, a messenger came to Job and said, "The yokes of oxen were plowing, and the female donkeys were feeding beside them. Then raiders came and took them captive and killed the servants with the sword, and I alone have escaped to tell you." While he was still speaking, another messenger came and said to Job, "Fire fell from heaven and burned up the sheep, and likewise consumed the shepherds, and I alone have escaped to tell you." While he was still speaking, another messenger came and said, "Horsemen formed 3 bands against us, surrounded the camels, took them captive, and killed the servants with the sword. I alone have escaped to tell you." While he was still speaking, another messenger came and said, "Your sons and daughters were eating and drinking wine with their elder brother, and suddenly a great wind came from the desert and struck the 4 corners of the house, and it fell on your children, and they died, and I alone have escaped to tell you." Then Job arose, tore his robe, and shaved off the hair of his head, and he fell to the ground and worshipped, saying, "Naked I came from my mother's womb, and naked shall I return. The Lord gave, and the Lord has taken away. As it seemed good to the Lord, so also it came to pass. Blessed be the name of the Lord." In all these things that happened, Job did not sin against the Lord or charge God with folly.